Hello and welcome to this special edition of Reporters, where the focus is on Iraq 5 years on. Well, next month marks the 5-year anniversary of the US-led invasion in Iraq. Hopes fared high when Baghdad fell to the Allied forces just a few weeks later on April 9th. But support for a bloody and expensive foreign war dropped off rapidly. Britain now just has a token force left, while the debate in the US is how quickly to get troops out. US officials are quick to point out that day-to-day violence is on the decline, largely thanks to an American troop surge and the cooperation of Iraqi anti-insurgency squads termed the Awakening. But it is true to say that Iraqi society has never been so violent nor so divided. Luca Menget and Guillaume spent a month in the country, going everywhere, including no-go areas such as Fallujah, in order to bring us this special report on Iraq 5 years on.
For Iraqis, the trappings of security are all around. They're constantly watched from above by American aircraft or on the ground by Iraqi troops. Roadblocks are hard to avoid. Troops try to root out suicide bombers and keep violence at bay. While convoys of 4x4s carry crews of gun-totting foreign mercenaries, but some bombers slip through the net. Last year, 53 people were killed per week in militant attacks. Barbed wire is a constant reminder that this is a country still in the throes of conflict. Some 2 million Iraqis have been displaced within their own country. We met Rabah in a house in Baghdad's Yarmouk district. It's the only place where she feels safe.
They took us from the Al Amel district and killed my brother, who used to make the call to prayer. We left everything there. We didn't take anything with us. They broke into the house, and now it's being used by one of the Mahdi army leaders, Abu Sajjad.
Violence is a way of life here. So is fear, so is grief. But in spite of everything, life does go on. Like here on Baghdad's Karada Street. Despite the daily bombings, it's important to stock up on essentials and share a joke.
I'd like half a pound of cheese. And he doesn't want me to pay.
Take some of these black olives here.
I don't like them. Don't worry, go ahead.
The dictatorship government may be long gone, but people still feel caged, though in a different way.
We are like chickens. We are cooped up at home from sundown. Before we were able to stay outside till 3 in the morning. There were always cars in the streets.
Is that a fake banknote? Everything is fake in this country.
I can't express myself because I don't have the freedom. The extremists interfere in every aspect of our lives, even the way we dress.
We often hear that the situation in Iraq is improving, but if that's the case, the question is how. Next stop, Al-Dura, a district in the south of Baghdad, where police are back in control.
I love my country's flag. And I salute it with devotion and respect.
It may guarantee a pay packet, but being a policeman in Iraq is a risky line of work. Not only are they widely reviled, but they're also one of the main insurgent targets.
There was a suicide attack. He tried to evacuate the wounded and he died in the second explosion. And this one, he was killed by a sniper.
The police chief has been in the force for 28 years, first under Saddam Hussein, now under the Americans, but always with a sense of pride. Except that this time, he's a colonel, which makes him the boss. No one can say for sure how many people have died in Al-Dura. What's clear in people's memories are the battles which forced the population to flee.
That was our checkpoint. You see how they shot at us?
The original name of this street has been forgotten.
Now it's known as the Street of Death.
Aware of the risks, the police chief never leaves without an escort. He and his fellow officers know the insurgents are still lurking. That's why the wall has been erected, to allow traffic to pass without being targeted by gunmen. On one side of this highway are Sunni Muslims. Opposite them, the Shiites. The Christians have deserted this part of the city.
They put up the wall so that no one can cross the motorway, and so the terrorists can't put up a false checkpoint. This motorway is very wide. Without walls, you'd need thousands of police to secure it.
By day, the traffic is in full flow and the police are out in force. But at night come the American bombardments, targeting Al-Qaeda hiding points entrenched behind the walls. In the north of the city, in the suburb of Azamir, the police and the army have disappeared. This is a Sunni stronghold. And these are the militiamen who have taken control of the area. A few months ago, these men fought with Shiites in the neighbouring district. But since November, the guns have gone quiet and checkpoints have been set up. They're generally respected, but often feared. These are the new members of Al-Sahawa, or the Awakening, the anti-Al-Qaeda militia.
We're checking cars of people who live here, as well as those of outsiders. It's our duty, and I don't think it bothers the locals. Really, they should be happy, because we're working for the security of the country.
Many of them are former insurgents. Some were even Al-Qaeda sympathisers. Today, it doesn't take much for them to pass simply as affable security guards.
Park the car properly. Open up. Come on, open up the car. Sorry for disturbing you.
Don't worry. The Azamir Mosque and this bridge have become symbols in the conflict in Baghdad. This man is the head of the local Sunni militia. He's proud of its efforts to bring order to the district.
We won in a few hours. What the Americans were unable to do over the past 5 years, with the help of Iraqi government forces, its police, its intelligence services, we were able to manage in a few hours.
This unlikely partnership has given people fresh hope, and it's the result of an American strategy.